Hey everybody! Today we are talking about anger again. This time, why it can be so difficult for you to let go of your anger. What's some of the things that might be going on for you? So I could think of currently 3 things that really make someone want to hang on to an angry feeling. And one of them is that you still believe that the threat is there. In my other recent video, I talked about anger coming from a place of believing there's a threat. Your brain sees a threat, and that can be physical or social, or to your happiness, or emotional to your happiness. So you're believing the threat is still there. Another reason you may be hanging on to anger, if this is something you do often, is that you have identified a new threat. So you've actually moved from being angry about one thing to angry about another. It is really common, and I see this a lot in my own life, for us to be angry and then get angrier or angry again because someone who's important to us is not empathizing with our anger, is not concerned that we're upset. So we feel even more disconnected because now we've expressed how angry we are and someone else does not care. And that is seen as another threat. So it kind of doubles the anger. You often see it building up. And then a third reason is that sometimes we have this desire to punish or see justice served, and we hold on to anger because that gives us that extra kind of it's a really nasty feeling in my opinion, but that oomph, like I'm gonna go make sure this person is punished or that this debt is repaid, or however it sounds in our brains. So just a couple of responses to those. The first is if you are hanging on to your anger and you're like, what the heck is going on, and you think you're able to think about it and feel like the threat is still there, get really honest about what it is that is in jeopardy, and how you can best protect it, because very rarely can we best pursue what we want through our anger. So it comes back to what I mentioned in the other video about letting your brain know that you understand what the threat is and that you are going to take care of it. And that may mean giving yourself space and time to handle that. If the second scenario is happening to you and you've had this new threat of somebody not caring, I offer this to you, is to recognize that oftentimes if we have been offended or angered by another person, sometimes they're totally innocent, but a lot of times they're coming from a negative space. People that are interacting with us in a way that is not respectful or not loving are often feeling something like a threat themselves. A lot of the times my husband and I have fights because he says something kind of in anger, and then I get mad about that, and then I go back at him in anger, and that builds up. So recognize that a lot of the times another person is in a negative space when they have done something that bothers you. And if you are going to come to that person with your anger and expect them to understand and empathize with you, that's going to be very difficult from the place that they're in. What they need to be respectful to them is to allow them the chance to get back to a more neutral place before you present to them that you have a problem with a behavior or that you are angered. In other cases, it's just going to be, imagine, when you are angry and another person comes up to you and exclaims that you've treated them poorly, how willing are you to empathize with them? So if it is the case that that someone has bothered you, do not expect them to empathize with how angry you are that they bothered you. You need to do some internal work on that first before presenting that to them. And you need to give them the honor and respect of presenting it to them when they're in a space that they can be at their best. And if that doesn't happen very often, that may need to just be something that the two of you work on together if you're in that kind of a relationship. The third option, and I actually do this a lot, I've noticed that I will kind of hang on to my anger because I feel like my husband deserves to be punished for making me feel the way I feel, whether that is offended, annoyed, angry. Oftentimes I'm angry because I feel like he doesn't believe in me, which is a projection. More on that later. But so if you get into your anger and you notice that you're wanting to punish someone for how they have made you feel. It would be very beneficial for you if you haven't gone through a lot of my work to do that, or to reach out to me and see if coaching is something you want to work on. Because what I teach is that no one makes you feel anything. No situation makes you feel anything. When I remember in the moment, oh, that's right, he is not responsible for how I feel. Through the thoughts that I think habitually, yes, they are habit thoughts. So it's not like I'm purposely making myself angry. They're thoughts that I've had over the years, and they're very quick to pop up into my head. But I've had a thought which has created a sensation of anger in my body. He did not give me that thought. He did not give me that feeling. My pain and discomfort is not coming from him. He is completely innocent of that. And everyone who has ever pissed you off is totally innocent also. And if that bothers you to hear, I totally get it, because taking responsibility for things like that can be kind of tough. But what you realize when you do take responsibility for that anger that you feel is, if he's not at fault and you're not at fault, because it is just a habit you need to unlearn, the anger can just kind of be let go. Like, I don't have to fight anyone. I don't have to punish anyone. I can be loving to him right now because he didn't do anything to me. And I didn't do anything to me. This is just, first off, it's just an emotion that I can feel and just be done with. It will eventually just dissipate without me having to do anything about it. If I would like to do something about the situation that caused it, I've got this flyaway, I can't handle it. Then you can. But just notice, if you ever want to punish someone for how you feel, and you may not know that's how that's going. You may just want to jab it at them, or not, or give them the cold shoulder, even though they've said sorry. Like, anytime you feel yourself just kind of wanting to be vindictive and rude and mean, that meanness is often coming from a desire to repay for the hurt that you have just experienced, the discomfort. And when you realize that that is not ever coming from the other person, the one that you're trying to hurt back, sometimes it's that easy to just let it go. Like, oh, he's completely innocent. There's nothing that needs to be punished here. If you would like to do more work on this, please hit me up. I would love to just chat with you and get to know your story. I'm also accepting one-on-one clients, and I'm working on a group program. So I would love to hear your thoughts. I would love to hear any questions you have, and guidance on what videos you would most like to see in the future. So sorry, I keep shaking my camera. I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.